Actress Ana Villafañe starring as Gloria Estefan in the Broadway musical On Your Feet, the story of Gloria and Emilio Estefan, their early years as Cuban immigrants, and their road to musical superstardom. And Ana Villafañe joins us now. Ana, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are so fantastic in the show.
Oh, thank you so much.
And this is your Broadway debut, correct?
It is. It is very much my Broadway debut. I feel so lucky. It was my first Broadway audition. Because I've been living in LA and doing film and TV, and so then this came along and I just needed to try. It was this crazy connection that I had to the role.
And was Gloria Estefan in your audition? Was she there?
She was. She was there
Wow.
for the callback. So my first audition was on a Monday, the callback was on a Tuesday, and I walk into this room and there's the long table of producers and there's enough anxiety as it is.
Yeah.
But in the center of this table are Gloria and Emilio Estefan just sitting there, and I was trembling. It was like this internal earthquake situation, and I was terrified.
Wow. I mean, no pressure.
Here we are.
Gloria Estefan sold 100 million records worldwide.
Yeah, she's
7 Grammys.
A couple people know of her.
Right.
So to sing her music to her and to emulate her to her face that first time was surreal.
And when you heard you got the part, tell me about that moment.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was actually walking with my best friend who lives here in the city, and we were trying to go get a drink. It was 40 minutes after leaving that same audition. And I got the phone call. I remember looking at my phone and seeing a New York number, which was very rare for me back then. So, and I answer, and I just started bawling when the casting director told me. So it was crazy, yeah.
And we learn all about Gloria Estefan's story in the musical, which is fantastic. But what is your story? Where are you from, and how did you become a performer?
Well, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I moved to Miami when I was 4. And it's funny because I didn't know English until I moved to Miami, so I learned horrible English.
And, Miami English.
Exactly, Miami English. And I didn't realize I even had an accent or anything until I moved to LA, and then it got more neutralized. But I started performing when I was 9. It started from singing, and that was like my first love, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I learned that you could tell someone else's story and be in somebody else's shoes, I guess, that's when I fell in love with acting. So that's when roughly I was 9 years old, and I did my first professional musical then, and then it was just musical after musical. That was my after-school activity. It was what I loved, and I had always dreamed of coming to New York, but when I was 17, I was very fortunate. I got signed by my managers, who saw me in a school play.
Amazing.
And I moved to LA, and again, blessing after blessing. And
here you are,
yeah,
on Broadway. Tell me what it's like working with Josh Segarra, your co-star. And for the two of you, you are portraying, living people. Did you work closely with Gloria and Emilio?
I did, yeah, we both did. I mean, we all did, actually, because the story, I think, really centers around love.
Yeah.
And it's a love for your culture, it's a love for who you are, and it's finding the love for yourself based on the love from all these different relationships, because Emilio believed in her, and so the connection with Josh has to be strong. But her mother, the strong Cuban mother, we know what that means.
You have a Cuban mother, I have a Cuban mother.
Exactly. So the strong Cuban mother and the presence of that and what that does to your identity, and then the grandmother. I'd say that those are the most important relationships that are shown throughout the show, and then it's just how she grows based on those connections.
Strong women, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is next for you, do you think, after this big Broadway debut?
It's one of those things. I've always been very patient when it comes to my career, and what's right is right, and turning down roles that I didn't feel I wanted to portray because it was maybe perpetuating a certain stereotype for Latinas and things like that.
Sure.
But I do have a movie coming out in August, which is very exciting. It's a superhero movie called Max Steel. So it's Mattel's first big film franchise, and that'll all kind of start picking up in the spring. So
and is that really straight acting, no singing and dancing?
Yeah, no singing and dancing. Just straight. Yes.
I love that you're a triple threat, though. You sing, dance, and act. Did all three come easily to you, or did you have to work more on one or the other?
I think the dancing is what I have to work more on.
That's what you had to work more on.
That's the.
Well, you make it certainly look very easy and fantastic.
Thank you.
Congratulations again,
Thank you so
Ana
much.
Villafañe.
Thank
So nice
you.
to have you.